Japanese man. Click!
I was about to say, he sounded like an over-enthusiastic Japanese man.
Might be.
Oh, what a way to start the podcast.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
A racial slur?
That's not racial.
Oh, what I said was.
The way I said it was racial.
Oh.
I didn't mean to.
I
Well-
meant mine.
It's
It's too late now. It's fucking gone too far.
It's the randomness of Bunny's brain.
What is it, man?
It is Monday Madness Menagerie Season 3, Episode 1, which means it's
Spaghetti
Something's
cake.
different.
Shit's about to change!
Bunny's sick.
Yeah, I am sick, so
and
if I
have
sound weird,
yet
I'm sorry.
to make new backgrounds. But I will.
Yeah.
Fish is gonna get sick.
Eventually,
We've
yeah.
been kissing all day at work.
Oh my god.
My boss is like, go get your kisses. I'm like, okay, fuck off. But anyway, so, oh shit, paper's right here. I'm dumb. As everybody knows that's been in Discord, we're changing things up a bit, so it's not as fucking boring. Because, fuck it. So yeah.
Yep.
Today, Scarecrow, what are we talking about?
Well, since we're bringing back an old format that we used from the beginning, we're just going to be changing it up to, how it used to be. So we're just going to start off with something simple for our segment, just childhoods. Ooh, segue.
That was the worst.
Yeah, that was like, what?
I thought you had something gold. I was like, yeah. And he's like, I'm going to repeat myself a couple times. And segue. It's fine. So, just to start things off, what were y'all's childhood heroes growing up?
Bill
Like,
Nye, the science guy.
Freddie Mercury.
So wait, are we talking about actual real people or fictional people?
It doesn't matter. Whoever, formed you as a young human.
Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh.
Strong and stable. He
But you
always
have to
stayed
say,
on his feet.
Why? Why
Thomas
do you
the
think
Tank
that
Engine didn't
formed
have
you into
feet.
the person you are today? Why is
I
that
just
the...
told you. Strong, stable, and he was always on his
Oh.
feet.
But wait,
He didn't have
Wolf.
feet.
That's what I say. Wolf is right. Thomas the Tank Engine didn't have feet.
He was a
Okay.
tank engine. He had wheels.
Yeah, which are a train's what?
Wheels. I am not. I will not conform to your idea.
She's not
that-
going to think of him as feet.
Elo.
But now I'm going to Google Thomas the Tank Engine feet.
You know it's a thing, and that's gonna be
That-
creepy.
Keep going.
Thomas the Tank Engine is gonna.
Postman
Yeah.
And his black and white cat.
Yeah.
Postman.
What the? Keep going. Rob, childhood hero.
To give you,
Did I say?
to give you
Did I say
time.
mine?
I don't know.
I didn't
Anyone.
know. I
I
don't
said Freddie
Well, everyone
Mercury.
kind of
was
like
an
talked
early
over
one.
himself.
know. Yeah, we got
themselves,
excited. We
Freddie
couldn't help
Mercury.
ourselves.
Why Freddie Mercury?
Um.
So. Gay.
One day I'll
Amazing.
have teeth like that.
No, and well, actually, that's a separate story. I was gonna say there's a reason he had the overbite, yeah, but he could have had that fixed. He had the money to fix that, but he didn't, and there's a reason for that. But anyway, why did I look up to him? Well, I mean, he's just an amazing performer and obviously
Okay.
amazing singer.
Was he?
No,
Yeah.
he loved women,
And
and
men.
then he loved men, and then he didn't care what he was. He just fucked anything.
And then realized
Because he's
that
Freddie fucking Mercury and could, like David Bowie.
No, he had a gay friend that said, Freddie, are you changing your attitudes, in now that there's this new disease. This was like in the 80s, and he's like, darling, I'm gonna fuck everything.
What about
He
you,
was just
Sam?
hedonistic.
I was gonna say, and then he realized guys don't like toothy blowjobs.
Shit. Anyway, yeah, amazing singer, amazing performer. Yeah, style.
Hi, Jesus Cena. Bethune. Childhood hero?
Hi, Justina.
Was it your pastor?
No, no way. Hell,
Sprued
hell
about
would
it,
have to freeze over. No, I thought about it and I was like, no, not Spider-Man. I'd say my childhood hero was, well, it's like Rob was an actual person. I don't know if anybody else said an actual person, but that's all I heard.
It
was
didn't have
Freddie
to
Mercury.
be.
But yeah, my
No, it didn't have to be.
my
Like,
childhood
I couldn't
hero.
think of any cartoon characters that really inspired me as a kid.
Yeah, well, my childhood hero was who was my then pediatrician when I was younger. His name was Dr. Van Burn. and
Okay.
it was because it's a child doctor.
I'm just saying, if your name is Van Burn and you're a doctor, I ain't going to you. You're gonna
Pediatrician
burn
is
me.
a child doctor.
Okay. Yeah.
But he was
Boy.
he was black.
He was
so-
burnt.
No.
Shit. He's burnt.
Damn it.
He stayed in the toaster too long.
No, Wolf, shut up. Anyway,
Yep.
ugh. Anyway, he's lighter than me, so he wasn't. So shut it.
I got one more if it's a go, okay.
Okay.
His palms were white because he was reaching out the top, like, help, help, help.
Oh my god.
Alright, but go on.
Okay, we're all sorry. Carry on.
I do apologize.
But it's just like I just saw him as my like childhood hero because it was this black doctor. Because mostly me growing up, I was always used to seeing like a bunch of white doctors, which wasn't a problem. But it was just like wow, the
Lucky.
black doctors and stuff like that.
They were
And-
Indian.
No, I mean we got some Indian ones here too,
No,
but
black.
not in Florida.
I'm convinced
Jesus,
every doctor
Cena.
in the UK is Indian.
Jesus
Most of the
Cena's
doctors in
favorite
America
childhood hero was
Jewish.
Mr. T.
I mean-
Pity
Oh,
the
God.
fool.
If
I'm
you
pretty
want
sure he
to see-
meant Mr. Rogers, not Mr. Ridgers.
Mrs.
Mr.
And I
Mr.
said
Wait,
Ridgers with the R.
did he
not
touch
a
your
R.
elbow?
wait, hold on. Your
my God.
childhood hero was Mr. T and Mr. Rogers?
He just loved all the
Or
misters.
one or the other?
Hey,
Come
miss.
back to my little village.
I
and
knew
show
it.
you
Oh my
friend.
God.
Here he goes.
I
So
pity
no,
the
okay,
fool.
hold on. We went to my friend's house the other day, and he brought up the fact that he thinks Mr. Rogers is creepy like an old pedophile, and even my friend, who's our boss at work, was just like, "You can't say that about Mr. fucking Rogers."
How dare you? No, he's not.
Yeah, you
not a
You can't say that to
pedophile.
Americans.
You can't say that about Mr.
That's like saying Thomas the Tank Engine's a dildo.
That's like saying
Probably
Bob
fucking
Ross. That's
He
like
went into
saying.
tunnels every day.
That's like looking. That's
And
like
he
saying
fucking
Bob
loved his
Ross was a
job.
pedophile. You're asking to get shot.
Bro,
Damn.
Bob Ross killed people.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's.
He
I'm
was in the
saying.
army.
I know, but it's like saying he was a pedophile. Don't say
Scarecrow,
that.
save the situation. Who is your childhood hero?
Triple H.
Of
Why?
course.
Leave me be.
Is his man boobs?
No, it's not his man titties.
A white
Wow,
guy.
I feel old.
Tight
He had some
pants.
big man titties.
Well, mainly because like I first like metalhead I ever like met because
To
everyone
be
else
honest,
usually
I thought you
knew.
were just gonna explain his man titties.
He's a wrestler. He has to have man titties. Those cushion the falls.
And slaps.
Wait, who's the one that was in the metal band? Fozzy.
Chris Jericho.
Yeah, Jericho. Okay.
I wasn't really into
Right.
Jericho as a child because he was a heel back then.
Okay, as I was thinking, because he's a wrestler and a metalhead, so I thought you might have been into that.
I didn't know about Fozzy until about a few years back. This is going to childhood.
Oh, okay.
What about you, Wolf?
My
Someone gay magical?
childhood. No, my childhood hero is Captain America
Why?
Yeah. Oh,
because he
Super
fights.
America?
He fights for what's right, and then if he don't get his way, well, he fights to get his way.
And he fucks it.
Like me,
he punched
I
Nazis.
fight to get my way.
You don't. You just whine and fucking teenager rage.
Bat. See,
Okay, one second.
I
One
fight
second.
to get my way.
Hi, Desi.
There's it.
Oh, hey.
Okay.
Sorry.
So you fight for shit and teenage rage. Got it. I bet y'all can't guess mine. It's 2, actually.
Nick
Pee Wee
Foley.
Herman.
No, and no.
Oh.
Well, Pee Wee Herman's pretty cool, but didn't form me as an individual. Can you imagine me running around going, ha ha? No.
Yes.
My dad did that for me, though. No. George Carlin and, friggin', Robin Williams.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Comedians.
I fell asleep to that shit every night, and I looked up. Like, I think their comedy is like what formed my views on life. Like, you could listen to what was it? Live at the Met. Robin Williams Live at the Met and George Carlin's Occupation Fools were the ones I listened to like religiously when I was 4. I always fell asleep to them. But if you like listen to their comedy, and then you know me, then you're like, oh shit, she's kind of like, that's kind of how Bunny thinks. Totally fucking true. And the way Robin Williams kind of goes everywhere kind of makes sense with how my brain's fucked up. So I'm just saying, Those are my childhood heroes.
I'm still trying to find that Operation Fool on vinyl for you. I still haven't seen it.
I cried so hard. Like, I remember the guy I was dating at the time called me. He goes, "Are you sitting down?" And I was like, "No." And he goes, "I need you to sit down." I was like, "Okay." And he goes, "Robin Williams is dead." And I fucking bawled like a bitch. But that being said, is there anything in your life, like, do you smell or taste anything that just, like, instantly makes you feel like a little kid again?
This is gonna be weird.
Root beer.
A
I
little
told you.
kid?
You don't even have... Why root beer?
Because it smells like medicine that my mum and my uncle used to use when I was a kid.
Oh.
It's an antiseptic called TCP.
Oh, there was a
When
medicine
you
that
go
was like
to
root beer.
UK with me, smell it and you'll be like, that smells how root beer tastes.
I love root
Yeah,
beer.
no, there was a
You don't
medicine
wanna
I used to
drink
take
TCP.
taste
Yeah.
that was like root beer.
Cake?
Cake.
Everybody likes cake.
Cake is like
Get a piece of cake, cut it in half, you can eat twice as much.
What about you, Rob? Anybody? Just don't talk over each other.
It's not really like a childhood. It's more like it's more like
It's just something
my
that takes you back.
my teenage years.
That counts as childhood now. We're old enough.
I
It does
I
it for Wolf and
smell
Scarecrow.
if I smell Obsession,
Ow.
like Calvin Klein's
Yeah, yeah,
Obsession.
yeah.
When I smell that, it just brings back these memories of like when I was first because the first girl I ever not really dated, but got with, I guess, would be a better way to put it.
First chick I
she-
fucked smelled of obsession. That
Yep.
sounds awesome.
I don't even think it was real Obsession. It might have been the knockoff shit, but I don't care. It smelled like Obsession, and it just gives me, makes me tingly. I don't know. It brings back
Like
memories.
it's no reason boner.
No reason boner.
Aw, Big
reason
Boys
boner.
is
Yeah,
a special
Obsession.
kind of chocolate cake.
Smells good. Makes me feel good. Makes me love them. I get obsessed. Can't stop thinking about them.
See, mine's a smell too. And it's Liz Claiborne, but the one in the triangle bottle, which was like huge in the 80s, and it makes me think of my mom when I was growing up. And I still really love Liz Claiborne. Like, I want to kind of buy a bottle just for every now and again and be like, oh.
And blackjacks. I probably don't have blackjacks over here.
No, they're the licorice candies,
Blackjack?
right?
Oh, yeah, the little.
We used to,
Yeah.
but no one liked them, so they just stopped selling them.
Yeah.
They stopped making them a few years back. I was very, very depressed. Like, I used to buy blackjacks by the box. Not like just buy a bag full. I mean, buy a fucking whole box of like 1,000 blackjacks.
Jesus.
Nom.
That's me and Suzy Q's, which hosts of Suzy Q's.
Yeah.
I used to get those as a kid, and I still get them because they still make them. They're hard to find.
Oh, if it's a food for me, I don't know
They're
if
so
anyone...
good.
Has anyone had soft sticks?
I don't know what that is.
I have no
Okay,
idea, dude.
so it's like a hot pretzel full of cheese that you can buy and microwave. So
Sorry,
that makes... What?
I don't know what Suzy Q is, and I've googled Suzy Q. It's just some bitch and her
Put
boyfriend.
Suzy Q Hostess.
Oh, okay.
Hostess Suzy Q. Yeah. Google Hostess Suzy Q.
But anyway,
It's two slices
Oh,
of chocolate
okay.
cake with
Okay.
cream in the middle. It's really it's good.
Like you said,
Now that they got it right.
I used to eat that Suzy Q. Yeah.
so soft sticks, like I said, are a hot pretzel with cheese in them, and they're microwavable. They're really cheap. Like, you can get them at the Dollar Tree right now, but they're smaller. But they used to be really big, like the size of your finger. My parents would make them and stay up playing Toe Jam and Earl together, and we were allowed to stay up and watch them. But they'd always eat soft sticks, and if we were good, they'd let us eat one, just one each. And I was like, you motherfuckers. Then there was one day I bought a box, and I was like, these are all mine. Mom's like, but can I have one? I was like, one. But yeah, I like to eat them every now and again and like play old retro games because it makes me feel like I'm like,
That
I mean, I
weird
was
game you
like 4 or
played.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah. We go get the presents and escape from the humans and you get in the shit pieces.
And there was like things flying, and you're
Yeah.
flying. Like, yeah, the weird game.
Fucking love that game.
God, if I was gonna do that, I'd have to get some Pepsi. I don't even drink soda anymore, but I used to drink a lot of Pepsi when I was playing games.
Or Jolt
Back
Cola.
at- when I was a kid.
Jolt Cola. Sorry.
Yeah.
Let's hear for the younger
No, I know.
peoples.
No, I used to do Surge, and Surge is actually back.
Yeah,
I saw
Surge
that
is good. When
I saw that
when
in the
that came
fountain
back,
at,
I had to go
at
get
Burger
some.
King. They have it in the fountain.
Yeah, they
No
do.
shit.
Dude, they used to have that at this pizza place downtown. I used to go down there. They had an X-Files pinball machine, and I'd just get huge 32-ounce Surge and just play that pinball. Like all
I
afternoon.
believe it. Oh man, arcades.
Yeah.
Good time.
Man.
That's probably say mine was Bert. Everybody knows Bert Cologne, like the green bottle.
Oh yeah.
That reminds me of my grandfather, because my grandfather wore that a lot when he was alive, and it's like every time I smell that, I'm just like,
Is it Brut? B-R-U-T.
Oh, Brut. Yeah, sorry, I don't know why I said Bert.
Okay.
Bert.
The guy who's never heard of it before corrects you.
Oh, Susie Q is like a whoopie pie. Yeah. I was like going whoopie pie. I'm like, a Susie Q is like a whoopie pie.
Or something.
Yeah, but it's like every time I smell that, I just immediately think my grandfather, and just like, oh, so many feelings happen there.
No reason, boner.
No, God no.
Yeah, my my mom probably had all kinds of smell. My mom used to would like wash off all her makeup at night with Noxzema. That smell is ingrained in my brain. It's just I don't like it.
Okay, you want to know the weirdest smell that takes me back to my childhood?
That's a childhood smell I don't like.
I just thought of it. There's a really weird smell that absolutely takes me back to my childhood, makes me happy. Hydraulic fluid.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It smells like my dad, because my dad's was an airplane mechanic in the Air Force. And what's sad is he retired and he started working like Hitachi doing computers and stuff, but then he got back on base working on airplane stuff. And mom's like, oh, the kids are going to be so happy. And he's like, why? She goes, just wait. Dad came home and we like gave him hugs. We're like, oh, you smell like dad again. And he's like, what the fuck? And I mean, when he did this, I was like 25. I was like, you smell like dad again.
I guess it's like one of them smells you either like or hate.
My mom's is formaldehyde.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's because my oppa was a fucking mortician and lived above the funeral home, and so she always smelled formaldehyde, so it makes her think of when she was a kid.
That fits him. He has that friendly demeanor of someone who's like, yeah, hi, I know you're sad, but stuff happens.
He's very German.
Friendly German.
Yeah, oppa's cool.
Germans are quite angry. Well, they sound angry, even when they're not.
Oh, Klaus.
The one smell that brings me back to my childhood was the original Old Spice deodorant, because that was when my dad actually took care of himself and cleaned up well.
It was actually your dad.
And not some disgusting piece of shit that's laid on the couch and drank and smoked all the time.
Hey, that's me now. I'm just kidding.
But yeah, it's like when Dad and I actually went outside and actually did parent-child activities instead of just being isolated in the house all the fucking time watching reruns of old movies.
So I'm sitting here giggling because I'm like, hey, I like laying on the couch. I like drinking. I like smoking.
No, I just like your face and I went, drink to us, Dad.
Well, my dad was a piece of shit.
No, I'm just
Towards the
fucking
end.
with you.
Scarecrow?
Let's see, what would be mine? No, it's actually not him.
Oh, wow.
Surprise.
Gunpowder.
No,
Smell of sweaty men in the ring.
no. I'm gonna at least.
Smell of sweaty wrestling men in the rain.
Smell of an
That's-
empty pack
it has
of
nothing to do with
The
cigarettes.
smoke of gunfire.
The
In the
smoke of
neighborhood.
gunfire. Nice.
Oh, my at least add some thought to it.
All right. Let's see. What the one? My favorite was actually Irish Spring.
Ew.
Oh.
I know
Jeez,
because
the Irish. I.e., you swearing your mama puts that shit in your mouth. Ugh. That's why I don't use Irish Spring. I used to love the smell of it, but fuck no, I had that in my mouth too many times.
Uh-oh.
yeah.
Said sorry one too many times, my bad.
Well, that's gonna... Okay.
You got in trouble for saying sorry.
Alright, I'm gonna put that in bunnyisms. You smell like dad again.
But anyway, Irish Spring was my favorite because it was back when mom first got me my man products, all that stuff, and used to just be Irish Spring.
Your man product.
Yes, my man products.
Speaking of man products, I think it's weird that in the UK, Axe body spray is called Lynx. But if you
Really?
go to a dollar store or a pound store, get the Axe branded stuff. It's still Lynx. It's still Lynx is still Axe and Axe is still Lynx. But go to the cheap store, get Axe stuff, cheap. And I was always in my mind like, oh, Axe is like some cheap. And then I come to America, and there's no Lynx. It's all Axe, and I'm like, why is all this cheap shit really expensive? Like, doesn't make sense to me.
No one really likes Axe. Yeah.
I hate
like
the
it.
smell of Axe because
I like
there was too many
Phoenix.
boys in high school that
Oh, yeah, it
used
is
that stuff.
very-
They overused it, and I would like constantly have a fucking migraine.
See, I think I like it because Axe wasn't really a thing when I was in school. So
Well, it was
I do-
obviously wasn't a thing when I was in school.
I do get the
but,
feeling it is a very high school kid.
I mean,
hopefully,
I think a lot of the
spraying
boys
shit.
they
all the
would use
chicks
that.
like me.
Yeah, it says chocolate, and it
They would,
has the
like,
attraction of
Use the
chocolate.
Axe instead of showering.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think the boys in high school used a lot of Old Spice.
No, I just
When
used
I
it
was
to
in
hide the
school.
stench of marijuana.
Starting off, it was always. Starting off, it was always like.
Jesus
Axe.
Cena said, "You mean showers for middle schoolers?"
Fuck
He's
you,
not
I still
wrong.
use that stuff. It's cheap.
But not in place of a shower, though.
Yeah, no, I mean like I have the shower gel stuff.
Yeah.
I use that because it's.
No, Jesus means
Big
is like
range.
they just use it instead of like olive products,
Oh yeah. You just wake up.
and that's your shower.
Yeah.
I smell fresh now, Mom. Fucking no. Oh well. All right. Weirdest thing that your parents ever owned when you were a kid?
I'll have to see. I didn't know they had a deodorant.
Weirdest
My
thing-
mom had a
Never
okay.
owned.
My mom liked to collect cows. She still loves
Oh
cows,
my
but
God.
okay. When mom gets mad, she'll like break other people's shit, not her own shit. She's weird. But my mom had this cow mask, and she named it Daisy. It was like the size of an actual cow face. It was ceramic, and it had big ass eyelashes. I don't know why. It's like some funky country cow.
Eyelashes give things cuteness.
Cows are already cute. But it had like fucking falsy fall because cows have eyelashes, but they were like fucking big, like hookers.
Like a hookers.
I can't speak. I'm sick. Leave me alone.
Hooker gloves. Imagine
Yeah,
if hookers wore gloves. Touched by them. Jesus Christ. How many dicks have those things touched?
No, just take a black light to them.
I don't want
Ew.
to.
It's brighter than the sun.
But yeah, weirdest thing your parents had.
Well, my mom's very old-fashioned and very traditional. English traditional, which means old. The weirdest thing that my mum that I knew she owned, it's just these old, weird, like China dolls. Not like Chinese, but made of China. You know, like porcelain.
Mhm.
And she had this fucking nun. And I can remember it, like, when I was of age to still go to bed with my mum because I was scared. And I can remember this nun staring at me all night long. Like,
Were they in glass cases?
no, she wasn't that bad, but she had a good lot of them.
Yeah.
All in, like, old Victorian dresses and everything. Those ones were alright because they were looking off in different directions. But this one fucking nun one that was like, had his hands together like, I'm going to pray that you die tonight. You know, it was just so fucking. Ugh. Couldn't, no. I wonder
My
if that's
grandma
why I'm
had
not
like
religious.
those
So
Japanese
Jesus
dolls.
Cena, his mom had a full-sized iguana, and it was like the size of an actual wild iguana, and apparently it tried to eat his brother. But I can't figure out if it was
That makes me
stuffed or
think.
what.
My mum's other half had one of them phones that was a chameleon.
Oh,
Do you ever see them?
no.
A phone that was a chameleon?
Yeah, it was a chameleon sitting on like a little log, and then when it rang, it started to like flash all different color lights, and it stood up on two legs and went come a chameleon. It was brilliant.
I need one.
I want one too. It kind of reminds me of the Garfield phones. Oh, I had one of those. That was
Oh
so
yeah,
cool.
we sold those when I worked at Spencer's.
Yeah, where there's like eyes clicked side to side whenever it rung.
Yeah.
It was cool. I just thought it was weird when he picked up like part of his back. Yeah. Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
Everyone's going
Weird
ahead.
stuff.
I'll jump in. I never saw one of them clocks with the eyes that move. The cats.
The Felix?
Yeah, never
The
saw
Felix,
one of them
yeah,
I had
until I
that.
went
Felix,
into, came to America. Those are like relics in the UK. You
Wait.
can't find them.
So the cow thing I remember was in fucking like elementary school. And junior high school, remember the fucking singing bass shit?
Oh my god, I hated those things.
Yeah, I hated that too. It would be okay if it was just one, because everyone had singing. My mom had a collection of all the different kinds, including like the skeleton one. Like,
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay.
my
god.
mom had all of them. And if you just walked
When I
wrong,
was working
they
at
all went
Spencer
off.
Gifts, I worked at Spencer Gifts when all that shit was coming out.
Fuck
So I
that.
saw every single one. I saw the Christmas one with the Santa hat, the little skeleton fish.
Jesus,
I
my
saw
mom
all
says
of
that
them.
now.
Every single one.
Oh
God
my
damn.
man.
Jeez. No one else have funny?
Take me to the
Family shit.
river.
Is it not one?
My mom
Oh,
never
yeah.
really owned anything weird.
Mine was this creepy ass painting. It was this little girl, and she had this like little red rose in her head. But when you're a child and you don't think of the thing where you're looking at a painting, the eyes are following you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was it a velvet painting?
That means it's a
Um,
good painting, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it was creepy though at night when you're sleeping and you're just
Can you imagine
you
like
open your eyes to
Thune
look at
looking
it.
at that while stoned?
I know what you mean, though. My nan had many paintings like that.
Yeah.
I hated that painting so much. I was just ready to take it down and burn it one time. One time I took it off the wall, and my grandma was like, "Where's that painting at?" I don't know. She found it later on because I hit it in an obvious spot, but still, I was just like, I'm tired of seeing this painting.
Well, since there's nothing else, last question for the evening before we jump into the rest of the festivities. Who in your family do you most like resemble? Could be physically, emotionally, the way you act. I'd probably say my mom. I'm not sure.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of act like my mom, except I'm a little bit more reserved like my dad.
See, I'm gonna sound like a cunt when I say this. I don't mean it in a cuntish way.
Huh.
I don't. Because I'm intelligent. And I'm not trying to sound big-headed. But you ever heard the difference between street smart and book smart?
Yeah.
Majority of my family are street smart. I am book smart. I am cut from a different cloth. I mean, I don't know my dad, so maybe I'm like my dad, but still.
Yeah.
I am.
But physically, you actually look a lot like your mom.
Oh yeah, like that. I do have many traits which you say I look like my mum, but me and my mum would say I look like my granddad. You never saw him, so. But
Yeah.
We both look like my granddad.
Do you and your mom have like the same eyes? What about
I
you, Rob?
suppose we are kind of like we annoy each other because we're too similar. But go ahead.
My mom always used to tell me I look like my dad, and I get it, but like
He's like,
I don't know.
"Dang."
Especially as I've gotten older, I've looked more like my mom because we both have like crazy wild hair, and hers is shorter now because she's older. But yeah, I think I'm more like my mother in a lot of ways because she raised me. My dad wasn't around, so
Same,
know.
Rob.
Random as hell question, Rob.
Uh,
How long is your hair?
yeah.
Like, how long is it?
It used to be longer
Oh yeah.
when I was younger.
Just trying to see if you guys have who has the longest hair.
It's
Yeah.
pretty
Two
long.
of you.
I could,
Is it like down to your nipples?
Is
Is it
it-
past your nipples? Like what?
That's the make or break point.
I'll have to see.
Oh, is it up in a
I usually
ponytail?
I have it up like most of the day because work and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, me too.
But yeah.
My
So
hair's
I-
down. It means
it's-
I ain't
I don't
doing
have it
shit.
down as much as I used to.
Wolf. Who are you most like?
My mother.
Why?
Because my
I knew
my
it.
mom's friend that she grew up with, who I work with at the spot, she goes, "You walk, talk, and act like your mother." It's like, yes, I know, I'm practically her doppelganger. It's just
Man,
like,
at least you guys don't get confused as a lesbian couple. Because me and my mom went out to eat one time, and they thought we were dating.
me and mom, we get mistaken for sisters. And it's
That's
like,
cool.
no, this is my mother.
Yeah.
And then Wolf's like, oh god, and your mum's like, yeah, I still
that's-
got it.
That's the worst thing, though. It's like, I used to be a lot like my mom, but she looks older than she is, but I don't. I have the opposite where I look younger than I actually am. So it's really fucking weird. Like,
Yeah.
Mom's so happy about it because she's like, I can get a senior discount. I'm not a fucking senior yet. Yeah. And
If
I'm like,
we-
that's not a good thing.
We like go to buy liquor. The reason we're getting carded is because of Bunny, not because of me.
And I'm old.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
well.
get the same thing.
Everyone
still
always
card
thinks
you?
I'm like fucking 22 to 26. It's always the age range they guess. I'm like, you're fucking wrong, but alright.
Yeah, my coworkers cannot believe when,
By the
when
way-
I'm an old, because I'd say I'm an old man, and they're like, oh, how old are you? And then I tell them, and they're like, no.
No, what's sad is though, you would think it's a fucking good thing because you're like, I look nice and young, which that part
Yeah,
is good.
yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
I'm sick of people who are like, well, that's really, really good. No, it's not because you treat me like I'm so much fucking younger and like I don't know shit. Fuck you, I know shit. Oh. Scarecrow, your turn. But before you answer, you're not allowed to say your twin brother.
That is never gonna be an option.
Okay.
I guess I'd say like
Be an
Hello,
easy way
cousin.
out. I look like my twin brother. No shit.
no, we're actually fraternal.
I know. I'm just teasing, man.
Yeah, my little cousin. Because mostly
Wouldn't
we're
that mean
both
your
like
little
into
cousin takes after you then?
somewhat, yeah. But it's like sort of yin yang. Because I don't really take
Ooh.
after anyone else in my family.
He's like, I'm me. Fuck all y'all.
I really am.
I ain't gonna be no baby daddy.
Yeah. I'm me. I'm not like my dad, for sure. I'm
I
me.
definitely don't look like my dad at all.
I don't know about looks with my biological, because my mom always points out that, oh, you got your artistic ability and all this shit from him. I'm just like, I don't know him, so I don't fucking know. I met him once when he signed the adoption papers. That's all I cared about. Though I did my DNA ancestry test, and I got the results this week.
Sweden? Really?
Yeah. I don't know where that came from, because my opa and my grandmother, which my mom's parents, they both had it done, and I could look at their shit. Neither of them have that. So mom just goes, yeah, I guess it's your biological father. And like,
Yeah, that's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
because I got a lot of Irish in me because of him too. But it was like, Swedish, really? Okay.
Mine would be so boring.
It's like, thanks, Dad.
Yours
Gee.
would totally be worth $100.
Guess what? You're white. Oh, fucking hell.
And there was
Wow.
the French in there, and Fish is like, why French is in there? And I was like, why? He's like, well, you got all that British in you. And they took over after a while. I'm like, oh yeah.
No, other way around.
Yeah.
We took over most of France for a long time. But their culture took
France.
over us.
You said France.
France.
Fucking faggy Frenchman.
Parlez-vous français?
Boone, who do you take after? Is it your daddy?
Bonjour.
It's gonna be your daddy, isn't it?
Well, yes, I was gonna say most people say I take after my grandmother because
Aw, Tyrone!
because most of the times when my parents were at work, I was always around with my grandmother when I was younger. So a lot of people say I take after my grandmother.
Whoa! So, apparently Jesus has his dad's fucked up toe on both his feet. And for some
That's-
reason it bends at a 30-degree angle.
Have you
Is
measured
that called
it?
hammer toe?
Huh.
That's you need help, sir.
He's like,
Feet looked at.
I got my protractor. I measured it. Exactly
Yeah, I mean 30 degrees, that's pretty spot on.
Yeah,
Your
that's
toes should not be able to bend like that.
Now
Yeah, no.
now I have to say picture it didn't happen.
I don't wanna
Then I've
see-
just realized I don't
Don't
want to
do
see someone
that.
else's feet. Like I'm not a foot fetish person, and that makes me sound like
Oh,
one.
no.
But that being said, I think it's time for the meme.
Meme.
Meme of the week. Meme of the week. It's that time for the meme of the week.
Oh, wrong one.
one take. All right.
Need like trance remix and shit.
So childhood memories.
Yeah, alright.
School gym, you knew it was gonna be a damn good day. Fuck yeah. Parachute day was always fun.
That was the best day, especially when they put the balls in it and you have to like pop them up and shit and try to hit the roof.
Dude, that's
That
like
was
the best
cool.
part.
This is apparently an American
Yeah.
thing because
Yeah.
I've never done this and
Like,
don't know
like-
anyone who has ever done
Like
this.
even I had done it in elementary school.
Well,
Yeah.
okay.
But
So
what
like
is it?
America.
in elementary school, you would walk into
Just
the
playing with
gym to
parachute.
do gym class, and that would be laid out on the floor, and everyone would gather around it. Like that picture, that's when you take the tent over your head and pull it behind you, so
I've
everyone's
seen,
in
like,
it.
Everyone gets in a circle. They put the thing
Yeah.
over their head, and then they're like,
It's just physical activity. So like you would all be standing there, and like they'd put balls in it. You try to like bounce the shit out of them, or I mean, there's just a lot of weird things you do for like 30 minutes.
kind of ball.
Like little plastic ones that are really hard, so if they hit someone, it actually felt pretty hard. Those hard plastic balls. It's not like
Oh,
those
yeah.
softballs in the ball pit. Let's just say that it's thicker plastic
Like
than
cricket
that.
balls or something.
Probably not that thick.
Oh, okay.
Kind of just like a stronger ball pit ball.
Yeah.
But the worst day in gym class, dodgeball.
Yeah,
I
that
fucking
was
I
hated
wished
dodgeball.
we would play dodgeball. Never played
Oh
dodgeball.
yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know what I liked more, fucking the parachute or kickball.
You know what we did?
What?
You know what was a fun day in the UK for
Huh.
gym class? They'd pull the fucking equipment out, which was like, I don't know how to say it. It had like ladders and like ropes that were against the wall, and you could like open them out like a door, so they would be like in the middle of the gym. And then you'd have to climb up and down a ladder a lot, or climb up a rope and climb back down.
That's a good day.
That was a good day.
That
We
sounded
did-
like our presidential fucking fitness shit.
No,
we,
that was-
No
that
one
we
liked
did
that
we
day.
did
That
we
was a
did
fun
rope
day.
climbing. We did rope
hated
climbing.
rope
I
climbing.
remember that.
I
but,
hated
I mean,
rope
I was
climbing too. I never
so
made
bad
it.
at it. Yeah, but that ladder was for like
yeah, I
the
couldn't
fat
do rope
unfit
climbing,
kids.
but there's the ladder is the one that's like what?
I never went on the ladder because I was too determined. I only ever got halfway up the rope.
I didn't even make it that far.
But this
like
rope
my arm
went to
strength
like
sucked.
the ceiling. So if you fell, you were breaking more
Yeah,
than
yeah,
two
yeah.
bones.
Yeah,
Yep.
but that
They
being
had
said, do
they
you
had the
guys have
padding
anything
down
like
there,
the
but
presidential fitness
you know,
test?
that's still gonna hurt.
Like you know what that is, right?
Yeah. In year 7, we had a thing called the beep test.
Pacer
Just
test.
1 year.
Pacer tests.
'Cause we
Pacer
had to do
test,
that
yeah, you run
every year.
across and run back, like, and the beeps
Yeah, that
get
and it
faster.
got faster. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was the pacer test for
Yeah,
us.
we called it the
and
beep test. I had to do that once. I
No,
fucking
every
hated
year,
it.
at least when I was in school, we had the presidential fitness test, which meant there was running. They would time you on that. There's how many sit-ups you could do, how many push-ups you could do, how many pull-ups you could do, how high you could get on the
Is this
ropes.
like rated to what the president could do?
No.
If it was
That
like
would
what
be
the
even
president
better.
could do, then no.
Have you
At the
seen our
time, I think the
presidents?
president was Bill Clinton. I think he could have done some shit because he had to hide some shit.
But like, why is it called that then?
I don't know because they set the standards, and if you like did really, really good, you'd get like this little award that they said it was signed by the president, but I'm pretty sure it was just like a stamp of
They
his
had
signature.
a thing called the Duke of
It's a
Edinburgh.
stamp. I remember that from elementary school too. And I'll remember when I was in elementary school, it was like Ronald Reagan.
No, y'all didn't
Reagan
have that.
smash.
I would love it, but
Re-
no, I never got the Bill
Yeah,
Clinton one, and I wanted one because I actually liked Bill Clinton, even when I was a kid.
Oh yeah,
I
that would have been
know
awesome.
y'all didn't have the Duke of Edinburgh award.
No,
Why would we have that?
isn't that what the well, not king, but Elizabeth's husband is the Duke of Edinburgh? I can't even remember.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
No.
But the Duke of Edinburgh award was kind of like Scouts. There's like a well, when I say mountain, it's a mountain
Ah.
in the UK. It's a hill in America because you've got some big mountains over here. But you'd go somewhere up in Scotland. You'd climb this mountain/hill, camp out for the night, learn all the skills of like it's kind of like Scouts, you know. You'd learn to
Yeah,
pitch a tent, you'd learn to make a
Yeah.
fire, and then
I think most boys can pitch a tent on their own.
2 days later you would
Whoa.
climb back down, and that would give you your Duke of Edinburgh award. I never done that because it was really expensive to do. It cost like it was like £180, like $220. And when you're in like 5th grade, that's a lot of money for a field trip, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
our field trips are free.
some of ours weren't, some of ours weren't. I never did that. I wanted to, but we couldn't afford it.
Yeah, I did Cub Scouts. I don't think it was that much.
I was
But
in Girl Scouts, but I
like
ate
a
a brownie
weekend.
once. Just kidding, I was in Girl Scouts. I just love that saying.
Mhm.
Actually, I don't, because thinking how young brownies are, that makes me sound like a pedophile. You know, I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna say that ananymore.
I'm not gonna stop. Just
I'm
'cause
not
keep
gonna
going.
stop.
It makes me seem like a pedophile. I'm not gonna stop.
Oh, that's sick. All right, leave me alone. I guess sick makes me sound like a pedophile. All right, then. So, shall we move on to the news? We found some good stories.
Yeah.
Got that good shit.
Yeah, I can't wait for Thune to read that first one. Oh, I'm fucking waiting for it.
Which one?
Wait, weather's not a thing anymore?
No.
It's
Nope.
Nope.
Look
weather
out your
resource has been
window.
nixed.
Look out your fucking
I need
window.
to change the
Look with
art.
your
Look out
eyes,
your
not your
window. There
hand.
you go. Okay.
That's all I
got a
have
new
to
one.
say about that.
Well, I thought I had a new one, but I just forgot it. Hang on. Canada. It's not Florida.
I know.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be Florida.
That's just
You know
weird
what?
news,
And
it
I've
don't
looked
matter.
at FloridaMan.com and it still hasn't changed. So there's not been
Florida
any
may
Florida
be
Man
like
stories.
turning into normal
Come on,
people.
Florida
The
Man,
jingle
get to work.
They're like, man, we've been caught for too much shit.
Hey
We gotta
guys,
change
what's
our
that time of the day? It's story time with Florida Man, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yay.
Keep it coming.
We'll still-
Story
we'll still
time
call
with
it Florida
Canada,
Man,
man. Yay.
Look,
Oh, yeah.
I'm from Florida, so it still counts as Florida Man.
It's true.
So-
It's true. It's true. It's true.
Yeah,
You
it's
still have a
Florida.
Florida story with Florida Man.
What's he doing?
But anyway,
Hold on one sec, he's having a technical issues.
Oh.
Don't pay
What's the
attention to the man behind the curtain. Let's see. Wow, big boy can pitch a tent.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hardcore.
Have an issue? Here's a tissue.
No reason, boner.
Go back to this because I don't want to accidentally show something I don't want to show.
let's see.
For some reason,
All of
it's
your
just
port.
showing a black screen.
Well, I guess we'll
Ruh-roh.
just look at Thune. No drawings today. That's fine.
cool.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Why am I about to link these? They're already in there.
Yeah, and if it's not his screen's not working for the capturing the news thing anyway.
I know.
Well, everybody, use your imagination.
Imagination.
Pictures aren't the bad ones.
Imagination. Makeagift.com.
Yeah.
Imagination.
Make a gift.
Fuck you, Rob. You do better. Fuck you.
It's fine. I love it.
Sure you do.
Okay.
Oh,
So everybody
no.
use
Mine
your
was doing that
imagination.
too. Yeah, just
Because-
imagination.
The first story is Flying Bear
I'll work on it.
kills 2 Canadians in freak accident.
Oh.
Poor Canadian.
And the fish is just like, I had such ideas for
That would
drawings.
be such a fun drawing to do.
Hey, I think you
Anyway.
done it.
In Ottawa, I almost said Ottawa, Florida. Ottawa, Canada. 2 Canadians died
Word
instantly
that, please.
in a freak accident. Look, I could believe it.
Seems legit.
Well, yeah, 2 Canadians died instantly in a freak accident when the car hit a 440-pound. That is 200 kilograms for those who go by that.
We
Oh.
still use the metric system.
It's right
fucking
there.
outdated.
But they hit a 440-pound black bear and sent the animal flying straight through the windshield of an oncoming vehicle.
Oh,
Oh my
that's
god!
not a nice way to fly.
I know, but I'm picturing it.
I'm picturing like one falling through the fucking sky, like from a plane.
And it's just imagine the bear.
It's a bird. It's a
Like,
plane.
yeah,
It's a fucking
What
bear.
sort of bed do you know that goes mrrr?
Canadian
that's-
ones?
It's just the sound the bears make.
Canadian
Let me
brown bear.
Yeah, Canadian
Uh,
bear.
The bear's body.
Canadian bird.
The bear's body hit the 25-year-old driver and a 40-year-old man sitting behind her, and then shot out the back of the window. The bear also died. Oh,
Holy shit.
poor bear.
It went through the
But-
window, through 2 people,
So-
through another window.
And
That's a bullet
Died.
pair.
and then died. But it's just like
yeah, if
how
the 2 people died
fast?
and he was fine, that would be a
How
good story.
fast was the other car going for the bear to fly like that? Because you
don't
have
know.
to be. And for a 440-pound bear
Bears
to be
would-
sent.
Story. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, for a 440-pound bear to be sent that's like flying like that through a car and both windshields. How fast? How'd you?
Oh shit.
It just amazes. Anyway, the accident happened Monday night in a rural area about 25 miles north of the federal capital, Ottawa. We don't see this often, even if we live in the country. Lots
How
of
often do you want to
deer.
see a flying bear?
I don't want to see a flying bear at all. Let's see. Lots of deer, but collisions with a bear and 2 people died. That's really rare. Local police spokesman Martin Fornals told the Canadian Broadcasting Corp. Collisions between vehicles and animals are common in Canada. I want to say Canadian.
Big Boy said
Which-
it's a dire bear.
I can believe it. But
Seems
still,
legit.
you had to be going super fast to send a dire bear flying. Which has a healthy population of large wild animals such as moose and deer.
Death by moose.
Moose and squirrel.
Moose and squirrel. Wait, so like
Same with
Rocky and Bullwinkle just killed some people.
Pretty much.
What is he drawing?
Get a picture of a bear with a Superman cape.
like.
Brrr.
Ooh, Rocky.
I'll give him a red cape. Give him a red cape.
do it.
You said cake or cape?
Cape.
Cape.
Aww. Cape.
You said
That
cape.
bear got skinny ass legs.
You drove
Yeah,
bear's
for-
legs fell. Fuck.
Yeah, it's like for a 440-pound bear, he is pretty
Super bear.
Oh,
Oh. This is why you don't wear capes. You get thrown out through a window
No
twice.
capes. And the mode said it best. No capes.
See, Jesus agreed. We needed a bear with a Superman cape. Wow.
why is
Looks like a bird.
It's a
I
bear.
tried to do a snout, alright?
Okay.
Artistic interpretation, you can't deal with it.
So while he's... Oh, Lord. I
Yeah,
just
there's
wanna sit
2
here and watch
stories.
this.
And the top one, I
There's
can't
3.
wait for you. Yeah, there's 3 stories. There's 2 more left.
I
But
know,
the
I know.
top one, I
I-
can't wait.
I'm saving that.
Leave that one for last. Yeah. It's short, but it's fine.
Well, we'll get it started since Fish is
Yep.
still dry. Ontario
Okay.
thief returns stolen goods, leaves $50 for damages. What? I just had it
Canada.
open, but I didn't even look at it. I just clicked on it.
Canada.
What? Anyway. Yeah, I can't either. Freaking
Sorry.
person who wrote this. I can't put it into words how
Sorry.
sorry I am. Oh, this was the thief. I can't put into words how sorry I am. Thief writes an apology letter. Wait, there's a video.
What did
Is
he
this him?
steal?
Wait, I have to watch the video. Is this him? Because this
I like how
video
the
of
bear
somebody.
saying sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, there's a bear, eh? Sorry. Once it's
I think Thune's brain's broken. Oh no,
I was
he's watching the video.
Yeah, but it's like 2 minutes long, so we'll just move on. We'll get to it later.
Yeah, watch it later.
A family didn't realize their home had been broken into until they found a bag with the stolen items along with $50 attached to a
So the
letter
guy
of
broke
apology.
into the person's house and then
Yes.
like returned it.
Yeah, he
Yes.
guilt tripped himself into
So
returning it.
Canadian.
He attached a letter of apology from the thief. The thief wrote that the burglary was the worst mistake in my life, and that the money would cover the cost of repairing a screen door broken during the robbery. A camera and video game console were pinched from the home, and I don't even know how to say that. Hold up.
Put it in the
Guelph?
Guelph.
Guelph.
Guelph, Ontario.
Oh,
That's
okay.
an interesting name. Last Thursday night, but brought back hours later in a green bag with a letter and apology cash. I can't put into words how sorry I am. the thief explained in the typed note, adding they were having financial trouble.
He typed it up. He went back, got home, and was like,
Like,
shit.
they might be able to recognize my handwriting, eh?
This is the first. This is the first and last time I will ever commit a crime. Please find it in your hearts to forgive the stranger who harmed you. The note explained that the thief felt ashamed and would perform at least 15 hours of community service to partially atone for the crime. Guelph Police Sergeant Doug Flug, because I feel like the P's silent.
Doug.
There's a P there. Yep, Flug. Doug Flug is his police sergeant's name.
That is true.
Said the items were taken while the family was out walking their dog, but the robbery
Oh, wow, that was a quick
wasn't
one.
noticed until a family member found the bag outside the door the next morning.
Oh,
Flug
he didn't
said,
even last a night.
Yeah, Flug said realizing they'd been robbed was a shock to the family, who
Are you
asked
telling
police not to
Jesus?
identify them. Why is Oh, I guess because he's saying Jesus made him feel guilty. I
Yep,
don't know.
that's the guilt.
Nope.
Or is the man crucifying himself on the cross? We'll figure it out soon. Anyway, they were surprised, he said. They didn't know their home had been violated.
Like, they didn't even know the shit was stolen?
They didn't know their house was broken into until the bag was on the doorstep.
And that's where the guy reading the story is like, shit, I could have kept it. Must have been shit stuff he took.
Sorry. The flag said police aren't closing the case, but explained the thief's change of heart
Oh.
doesn't mean they avoid arrest if found, since they could be wanted on outstanding charges. Even though they say this is the first time they've committed a crime, how do you know? He said. Flug said Guelph last saw a repentant thief last August. When items stolen from parked cars were returned with an apology note signed "Two Stupid Kids." Canada is too nice. What does it say?
You mean I could have just given them a bag and $50?
Don't ask me why he's so built. It's like,
Arnold
I was about to
Jesus!
say, if Schwarzenegger was Jesus.
He's just imagine Schwarzenegger. You mean I could have given them a bag and $50?
Get these
Take the
men
stolen
down!
goods back. Put the cookie down.
Put the money down. Anyway, I was almost linked the story again. Habit.
Oh, I'm so happy
Travel
about this
back
next
in
one.
time for this. Oh lord. Yep. Last story of the night.
Yeah.
Stripper paid by student to perform at Texas middle school. Only in
It's
Texas.
the only way I can get through math class.
Only in Texas. Only in Texas is all I can say. Anyway. Oh, okay, what's happening? There we go. Oh, mouse please. KXAN web staff, Austin, Texas. A stripper was called to a job in Northwest Austin, but much to her surprise, it was at a middle school. A Round Rock Independent School District spokesperson says a student called the entertainer and paid for her by using his parents' credit card. When she showed up, the address on the school the address on Schoolhouse Lane Wednesday around 11:30 a.m. She quickly realized it was Grisham Middle School.
And then she realized
Grisham,
something was wrong.
and called the front office, reporting the prank. The woman did not enter the school. A district spokesperson said
Oh, she's
Student-
smart.
the student was identified and is facing disciplinary action to the full extent possible. The spokesperson said, and that was it. Oh,
You know, that kid got fucking suspended and his dad beat his ass by going, I'm so proud of you.
Take you to a strip club later, boy.
well, the mom
You've
was like,
earned your first beer. Thanks, Dad, but this isn't my first. What?
I mean, what?
She realized when the address said room 201.
Can you order it from me and say you did it and your mom won't know?
Yeah, it's my homeroom.
Okay, wait, hold on. I need to know where you go to order a stripper online, though. Is this like Uber driver strip clubs?
Well, only one person can find this easily.
Wow, that's actually really good for a stripper being on the pole.
Damn.
Dim titties.
Oh, damn.
Big Boy said that sounds like something out of a TV show or Persona 5.
Why is Persona 5 correct though?
I don't know. Don't give her nipples.
Gary Busey as the
Too late.
Terminator. Oh, don't tempt me.
But YouTube's.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
I doubt the
Gary
YouTube
Busey as the
algorithm will
Terminator.
pick this up as a stripper on a Texas flag.
I don't know. It kind of looks like it's shoved up her vagina.
It
Yeah,
does.
let's Oh, it's not enough. Yeah.
Maybe extend the pole to
That's
the
what she said. It's not
extend
like
the extend the pole to the bottom.
There we go.
So now she's
Pass her
Vlad
hair.
the Impaler with the Texas flag going through her.
It's not going. It's fine.
It was almost.
Texas.
It was almost very British.
There we go.
Booty!
I like that meme though. So where's
Texas.
anarchy in Britain? Would you like some tea? No. You typed it in white.
I didn't.
Oh, it's true. Oh, we gotta go there this week. Ew.
Don't mess with Texas.
Don't miss
Already did.
Mr.
They'll
Biz.
send you their strip.
Anyway, let us know on Discord or down in the comments if you like the new format for this. If not, give us tweaks and suggestions in Discord. We got the new Monday Madness Menagerie fucking thing at the top. Real easy to see.
And if anyone's got any artwork or ideas,
No, Desi!
hit me with that shit.
I had her muted!
So did I.
Yeah, we all
I
did because it.
I
it
saw
was like
Nini in
reverb.
Discord
Anyway,
and reminded
we're
myself
going.
to unmute her.
Just
Black
quick though,
people.
a little bit of information. Well, not information, but woo celebration! Because I didn't mention it last week. I got my green card. I'm legal. Yay!
Yeah.
Already got a job. Fuck
Also,
you,
also,
Ryan.
yeah, I was just gonna say. Also, what did you do, Fish?
Really a big job, but hey, I got a job. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
got
it's a
paid to
job.
grab my butt.
Yep.
Shit.
Fondle my wife on the clock.
I was gonna
Oh,
say,
yeah.
how's that working with your wife? Yeah.
American dream. Anyway,
Yeah, yeah.
catch y'all later.
Later, bye.
I was waiting for people to say bye.
Goodbye and good night.
When he says yours.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.